Good evening. It is 6 o'clock, and I'd like to go ahead and call this meeting to order. The Norwood City School District Board of Education follows a bi-monthly meeting schedule. The first meeting of the month is called our committee meeting, and at this meeting, we discuss our full agenda for the board meeting to be held on the third Thursday of each month. As board members, we encourage you to attend, watch, and listen to our committee discussions, resulting in action at the board meetings. For full disclosure, our committee meetings and board meetings are always announced, video and audio taped, as well as posted to our webpage for your viewing. All of our meetings are public and visitors are welcome. Point of order, we usually do roll call next, so I'd like to go ahead and move item 1.03 to roll call and then move into a pledge of allegiance.
You want roll call now?
Yes, please.
Mr. Atwood, not present. Ms. Ballard,
Present.
Mrs. Rarica,
Present.
Mr. Taylor,
Present.
Mrs. Towner.
Present.
All right, moving right along, the pledge of allegiance, if you'd please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item 2 on our agenda is the adoption of our agenda and the acceptance of past minutes from our regular board meeting from December 18th, our Records Commission meeting on January 6th, our budget hearing meeting on January 6th, and our organizational meeting on January 6th, as well as our committee meeting on January 6th. If I could get a motion to accept items 2.01 through 2.06.
I'll move that we accept items 2.01 through 2.06.
I'll second.
Call the roll, please.
Ms. Ballard,
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mrs. Towner.
Yes.
Item 3, this is our board announcements and recognition section. I'd like to first introduce our superintendent, Ms. Mary Ronan.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I do want to announce that January is School Board Appreciation Month. So I would like to show our appreciation, for our great school board members, whose pictures I seem unable to get up here. Oh, my. Okay. Well,
we know what we look like.
Well, we look like this.
Hi, that's us.
Well, this is really a shame. But anyway, I had your pictures just to show everyone, but a lovely picture. We will just move along. Our school board members exemplify local citizen control in decision-making and education. They volunteer hundreds of hours and an immeasurable amount of energy to our schools to make sure they're providing the best education. So, in order to show their appreciation, we have gifts in the red folders on your desk. The first grade classes from Norwood View, Shelley Russ and Jen Graber, have put together a notebook of thoughtful, kind things to say to the school board members. And in addition to that, and this is the picture of the class that put it together with their teacher. In addition, our after-school program, Avenues for Success, that Laura Ferguson runs, she made these lovely flower arrangements with the students to give to our school board. So, we certainly want to thank our public servants of the Norwood City School District, whose dedication and civic responsibility make control of public schools in our community possible. We applaud your vision. Thank you so much for caring about our children's education, and I think we need to give them a big round of applause and say thank you. And at this time, Madam President, I'd like to turn the meeting back over to you to talk about board announcements and upcoming events.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Ronan. This is an open section for us. Sometimes we like to recognize some games or events or things that are going to be happening. I moved this up in our agenda because sometimes our parents are not here to see this, so I wanted to move it up to an earlier position so that we can recognize achievements and let them know about some upcoming events and things that are going to be happening in our schools that they should know about. Was there anything that you guys wanted to announce or note I did see some really cool things happening for our sports. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, we recently were on the news. Our basketball team is doing so well at the high school. They were recognized for the efforts of our coaches and our staff there. So please go check out that story. It's, I believe Channel 12 has it online, and I've shared it on social media, and I know that our AD has shared it on our athletic page as well. So congratulations to those students for their efforts and to our coaches for theirs.
Do you want to share the city?
Yeah.
I'll share because part of this is a partnership with our school district. So to honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, the city is organizing a week of service that will support Norwood Social Services, schools, and nonprofit agencies, and that will run from the 13th until the 22nd. So some of the organizations that will benefit from this are organizations like Baby Bear, Dress for Success, Focus Cincinnati, New Vision Missionary Baptist Church, Norwood Together, Woven Oaks Zion Food Pantry, but then also our schools. So they'll be doing a grounds cleanup on Monday. You can volunteer for any of those activities. There's a Sign Up Genius that is on several different websites, including the Facebook page for our city administration. So hopefully you can find a way to engage and participate.
All right. With no other announcements, or did you have one, Alice?
I was just trying to think. I can't think of one right now.
Okay, that's all right. For item 3.03, upcoming events, just to let you guys know that our pre-K and kindergarten open house for Sharpsburg, Williams, and View were held yesterday. For Montessori, they were held today, and our third quarter is just beginning as of yesterday. January 19th, as she was saying, is our Monday. We have no school in observance to MLK Day, so you guys are off school, but if you'd like to come to school and help out with one of those initiatives, please sign up. You can come and volunteer. February 9th is also a professional development day, and there will be no school for students on that day. February 12th is a parent-teacher conferences for all of our schools from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And the 16th of February is President's Day, and there is also no school that day. So if you want to add those to your calendar, they should be online as well. But just as a little reminder, again, we will not have school on Monday for MLK Day.
I heard you say about the preschool. Did you also say the kindergarten open houses?
It says pre-K and kindergarten
Yeah.
was yesterday, and then Montessori was for today. Yep. But if you guys missed that, you can always contact our schools, reach out to our administrative staff, and we can make sure that we want you to see our schools and introduce your children to those schools. They will be happy to figure out a time you can come and see a classroom. All right. Moving on to item 4, presentations. This is our Rising Stars section. And our board member, Alice Rarica, will be handing out our certificates. If your student is called, please have them come down, collect their certificate from Mrs. Rarica, and they'll be right up here while we say some amazing things about our students.
Okay, thank you all for being here tonight. Students, when I call your name, if you're a Rising Star, please come forward and receive your certificate. We will start with Sharpsburg Elementary Rising Star, Jonah Gary. Second grade student Jonah truly embodies what it means to be a rising star. He is driven, motivated, eager to learn, approaching each day with enthusiasm and determination. He embraces challenges and with confidence. He leads by example through his kindness, respect, and willingness to help others, making those around him feel supported and valued. Jonah's positive attitude, strong character, and genuine love for learning shines brightly and makes him an exceptionally deserving of this recognition. Second grade teachers, Mrs. Shore and Mrs. Williams, are proud of him. Congratulations, Jonah.
All right. It is on. All right, Norwood View Rising Star, Carla Garcia. I don't think Carla's here, but we're going to read all the good things about her. Carla is a caring and kind student who consistently demonstrates a strong willingness to help others in the classroom. She is dedicated to her work and looks forward to getting started every day. She will often put forth her best effort even when tasks are challenging. Over time, she has shown significant growth in her academic skills, applying new strategies with increasing confidence and independence. Her positive attitude, strong work ethic, and thoughtful nature contribute greatly to a supportive learning environment. and she should be proud of the progress that she has made. Congratulations to Carla.
Williams Avenue Elementary Rising Star, Aubrey Ward. Aubrey Ward truly exemplifies what it means to be a rising star. Aubrey has made tremendous academic and personal growth this year, and her hard work has not gone unnoticed. She's a very likable student and is appreciated by both peers and staff. She's kind to everyone she meets and carries herself like an old soul, showing maturity, thoughtfulness, and respect beyond her years. Aubrey is a model student in the classroom. She is organized, completes her work consistently, and takes pride in doing her best. Aubrey's short-term goal is to continue maintaining her strong grades that she has, and long-term she wants to become a teacher. The staff at Williams School is incredibly proud of Aubrey Ward and all that she brings to our school. Congratulations, Aubrey.
I'm so sorry. Just push it there.
I think we're clicking together. Okay, there we go. All right, the Norwood Montessori School Rising Star, Andrew Sally. The Norwood Montessori is proud to present kindergartner Andrew Sally as Rising Star for the month of January. Andrew comes to school each day with a positive mindset, a willingness to put forth his very best effort, and he is curious and a hardworking student. Most importantly, Andrew is friendly and kind to all. He makes extra efforts to give a hug to a friend in need or ask how he can help. Congratulations, Andrew.
Norwood Middle School Rising Star, Eloise Teggy. Eloise is a remarkable example of a Norwood student. Eloise has never failed to show up on school ready to learn and with a positive attitude. She is a rising star in and out of the classroom. Eloise demonstrates a maturity beyond her years and a willingness to learn that sets her apart. Every time she is in the classroom, she is prepared, respectful, and outgoing. She never hesitates to raise her hand or help a peer. I've seen Eloise go out of her way to help another student during and after class. Eloise maintains exceptional grades, a wonderful attitude, and a curious mind. For these reasons and many more, Eloise is a perfect candidate for the Rising Star Award. Norwood Middle School is very lucky to have such a brilliant and amazing young lady representing our school. Congratulations, Eloise.
Norwood High School Rising Star, Elliot Simon. Elliot has proven himself to be a rising star since arriving at Norwood High School earlier this year. He has consistently excelled in his classes, demonstrating a drive and commitment to academic excellence. Whether it's asking thoughtful questions, taking on extra work to learn more about a topic, or getting involved in a wide variety of clubs and extracurricular activities, Elliot has shown every day that he has all the makings of a top-notch student. Beyond his academics, Elliot brings a positive attitude and genuine curiosity that elevates the learning environment for those around him, making him a valued member of the Norwood community. Congratulations, Elliot.
District Athletic Rising Star, Hayden Craig. Hayden Craig is a star that continues to rise on the wrestling mat. Hayden is a well-rounded student athlete, holding an excellent grade point average, and he is a member of the Norwood Silhouette Show Choir. He's following up his impressive freshman season, where he boasted a 19-15 record, a Miami Valley Conference 150-pound championship, named Conference Wrestler of the Year, and was a qualifier for the Ohio High School Athletic Association Division III District Championship. As of January 8th, his record was 11-3 and was an impressive 9-0 at the Norwood Adam Cox Memorial Wrestling Tournament, taking home the 150-pound championship. Hayden is a skilled mat man with many talents and one whose star will only continue to rise at Norwood High School. Congratulations, Hayden.
District Creative Arts Rising Star, Elena, McKitty, and Dino. Elena is an incredible, talented artist. As a sophomore, she has really outshined her peers with her visual skills and sculpture class. Elena is creative and pushes her work to a high standard, often reaching beyond the objectives. She is driven, focused, and so hardworking. She puts in a lot of extra effort and time out of her schedule to work beyond the bell or at home for the benefit of the artwork and not just for the grade. So be sure to come check out the art show in April and see some of her awesome creations. Congratulations to Elena.
Tonight, we are going to be honoring our district staff rising star, Mrs. Amy Sumner. Mrs. Amy Sumner is a dedicated, caring administrative assistant whose fierce loyalty to Sharpsburg Elementary shines in everything she does. A proud Norwood graduate, Mrs. Sumner has been serving the district for 16 years, consistently ensuring that both staff and students feel cared for and valued. She brings warmth, laughter, and love to the office each day. Her morning announcements are unmatched, always delivering a giggle and a gentle reminder not to take ourselves too seriously. The entire Sharpsburg staff and student body extend their heartfelt thanks to Mrs. Sumner for her unwavering dedication and positive spirit.
At this time, stay where you are, Rising Stars. The board members would like to come around and congratulate you and also take a picture with you.
Amber, move down here to the end.
At this time, we'll have all the Rising Stars and all the very important people they brought with them this evening go out into the lobby. We're going to do some group pictures for all of you. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate that. All those pictures will be posted on our website, so look for that in just a day or two.
I can try to log in. It's 8 feet long. Here, can you try? Just use that one.
Tis the season.
It is. Thank you. Thank you. All right. While folks are settling in to head up for pictures, I wanted to see if we could potentially add an item. It got left off the agenda by mistake. It's not until item 12. We'll keep it with item 12. But I wanted to see if you guys wouldn't mind us adding in a vote box or putting it with 12.1 for our annual approval of our trainings and conferences that we usually do in January so that they're set up for the year. Do you mind adding that? Is that okay?
Should we make a motion?
Can I get a motion to add that to the
I'll
agenda?
move to add, is it 12.1?
12.2.
12.2 to the 12s section to approve future trainings and conferences.
Yeah.
I'll second.
And we'll just, we'll go ahead and vote to add that to the section 12. Please, Jake. If you can call the roll.
Ms. Ballard?
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mrs. Towner?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Sounds like our families have headed out to take photos, so we will move right along to item 5. That is our hearing of the public. I have not received any requests. Did we receive anything, Mrs. Ronan?
No.
All right, then we can move right along to item 6, which is our personnel section and superintendent report. I'll turn that over to our superintendent, Mrs. Mary Ronan.
Thank you, Madam President. Our first item, I would like to invite Amanda Blanton. She is our middle school principal. She wants to talk to you about these exciting plans for a new electronic sign that would be out in front of the middle school where you could put all kinds of announcements for the middle school and Montessori schools. So there is a mic there if you, yeah.
I just wanted to present this. It kind of came to us as a gift, per se. Ted Bolser, who used to, he attended school here, okay. And then his dad taught for Norwood Middle School, I believe, 30 years, if I'm correct, Tom Bolser. And Ted had approached us at the beginning of the year asking to do something in honor of his father. It was really important that he said he wanted to, the middle school had been very powerful in his dad's life and their life, and he wanted to put something in place. So he was asking us kind of like what our wish list was, what would we really, really want that could be a permanent thing. And everybody kind of landed on the sign out front because it's very difficult to update and keep the most up-to-date information on there. So initially he came and he's like, I've got $5,000 that I will donate to the school towards the sign. Will you start investigating what that's going to cost? When we initially did that investigation, with several companies asking, what's the pricing, the lowest came in at $40,000, and I was like, yeah, we can't afford that. Like, appreciate the $5,000, we can't even come close. So he came back and he's like, do you think you can get it down further? He said, if you can get it down further, then I can put in $10,000. So worked with another company, again, got it down to $15,000 if we use the existing poles. It's already got the electric and everything there. So he has been working with the same company, which Nicole wasn't sure if she had put the, what's the word I'm looking for? The proposal, yeah, with all the data.
Yes,
in
it
there.
is attached.
Okay. So it is in there. So we were able to get that company from $40,000 down to $15,000. Ted and his charitable group wants to write the first $10,000 out for the sign. It's going to say Norwood Middle School on it. All of the permits and everything, we talked with Mr. Peter, he talked to the zoning committee, and then the business that we're working with actually works with the zoning committees to go through the signage and all of that. So as long as it goes through with those pieces, we would like to ask for official permission to proceed with getting the sign put in. That's kind of where we're at. And it'll have a little plaque on the bottom that says in memory of Tom Bolser. And I'm probably saying that wrong. Am I saying Bolser wrong? Okay. It's my West Virginia accent there. It comes out a little loud.
Did they say when that project would it
Well,
happen over
it will-
summer break or over spring break? Or?
Yeah, it'll totally depend on the zoning, all of those. Like, I know that takes a while. One of the things that was going in our favor, which I didn't know all the zoning rules and everything, is that we don't have any other official signs on the middle school that say Norwood Middle School. So that has taken out one of the loops. So, yeah, because you can only have so many signs that say our name, like within public and.
Norwood only allows so many LED signs anyway.
Yes.
Exactly.
So it is,
Yeah.
it was like, there's all kinds of crazy, Mr. Molnar, who is the business associate that we're working with, has already started working with the town or the city council and going through. So he's already had his proposal once. They've sent it back and says we have to have this and this and this adjusted and everything. So I was out there the other day, if you saw measuring like from the sidewalk to the sign and what the inches were and how many feet we had there. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, but he was very generous. He's very excited to do this in honor of his dad. So.
I used to work with his dad doing theater stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He and I did makeup together for the theater stuff. I love him.
He did pools. You could
Yeah.
work with him in the summer and help do pools
That's
and
right.
stuff.
Was he working with John too? John's told me stories about
God,
all the time. That could be good or bad. I
If
don't
there
know.
was a niche, he was in it.
Right.
That was the cool part about him. You would never expect it, and he was always involved in some way. This is fantastic.
Yeah, his son is he says it's very important for his dad to remain part of the history, so.
Very cool.
But yeah, so as soon as I get timelines, I will let you know. Like,
If you want to let Mr. Peter know those things so he can get them to us, that would be
perfect.
amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Can I ask a quick question? So it'll say the Norwood Middle School, but will Montessori be able to put out announcements? Is that something you've talked about, or is that to come?
We did talk about that originally, and when I talked to Ms. Camphouse, because I went to the Treasury Department and went through all of that piece, she told me that, and I don't know what the time frame was because I wasn't here, but at some point with the board, it was voted that there would be no electric signs for the elementaries. So she told me at that point I couldn't include the Montessori because then it would put out. So that's up to.
But they can certainly use it. It's
Yeah.
just we can't put, if we get one for Montessori at another 15, 20,000, we do have to do it for all of our elementaries.
But we would totally put
Yeah,
a
they
Montessori.
That's what
thing on it.
yeah, I think
Okay.
that's what Mrs. Towner's asking. May the Montessori put open house night
Yes.
up on your electronic sign. That's
Yeah,
it.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
Not any of the,
Okay, yeah, I'm totally fine. Yeah.
all right.
Teresa had already asked.
Yeah. Oh, I figured she had.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Well, I do have another item, and thank you, Amanda. And it's the College and Career Fair that was held at Norwood High School last week. We had 30 local colleges and businesses. I did go around and thank everyone for coming. So not only were the colleges there were also electrical companies, manufacturing companies, really looking for summer employment and future career opportunities. And the good news is we got feedback from the students who said, oh, they started to think about what their future goal would be and a potential summer job. So that's really was what we wanted our youngsters to start thinking about what their future could possibly look like. And I do want to thank the counselors, Reed Flaherty and Debbie Morehouse. They organized it all. Plus, I think they also put out our Counseling Connection newsletters, which we will forward to you. It really keeps students and parents informed of the timelines, application for colleges. So thank you to those ladies. They did a great job. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Ronan. All right, that moves into item 7, our Finance Committee report with Alice and our new treasurer. Welcome.
Oh, but I have to go on to employment now.
Oh,
It's
I'm sorry.
6.02, so don't skip me. Sorry about that. It's just the New World Order
You
has me
sounded done.
discombobulated here. All right, employment.
Never mind, Jake, hold on.
6.02. We are hiring several substitute classified subs. These really replace a number of our aides who they're out ill, so we have substitutes to cover their positions. So we're grateful to have them because that's always a hard position to fulfill. Then under supplementals, we have 2 individuals who are our ticket coordinators in the winter, Krista and Robin, and they're going to share the position. Now, as you can see, we have a few late winter sports hires, the top section, and there's also 2 at the bottom for boys varsity wrestling, boys varsity basketball, and 2 at the bottom for girls basketball assistant. Those are the late winter sports. Then, as you can see, we're already starting to hire for spring sports, softball, track, tennis, baseball. So those are the items we are looking for approval. There's also an unpaid leave of absence for Aiden. He is doing his practicum for, I think, 2 months because he's working on his teaching degree. So that is why he has to take a brief leave of absence. And thank you. That concludes my employment report.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve the employment report 6.02?
I'll motion to approve the employment report 6.02.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
I think that's lovely that one of our aides has to take off because they're student teaching.
One of our own. Yay.
It's not correction, it is not student teaching.
Oh, sorry,
It is
sorry.
practicum. This
Oh,
is not
practicum.
student teaching.
Which is before that, yes. But still, part of the process. And still pulling on my heartstrings.
All right. Can we call the roll, please?
Ms. Ballard,
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mrs. Towner.
Yes.
All right, now we can move on to item 7, Finance Committee report, turning it over to our treasurer, Mr. Jake Johnson.
Thank you, Madam President. Starting with 701, informational report. I'm actually going to turn that over to Alice to take this portion.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Our Governor DeWine signed a property tax, many property tax reform bills into law in December regarding property tax reform. Those were House Bills 335, 186, 129, and 309. Some brief summaries of these bills. House Bill 335 limits revenue increases from inside millage levies occurring due to reappraisal or updates and caps the annual increase of inside millage to the rate of inflation. House Bill 186 establishes an inflation cap credit for property owners and school districts that are at the state's minimum 20 mil floor. This credit limits unvoted property tax increases which occurs from rising property values to the rate of inflation. House Bill 129 modifies how the state calculates the 20 mil floor for school districts. And House Bill 309 is wrapped up as a possibility that school districts can be pushed under the 20 mil floor in combination with House Bill 335. And I know that sounds like a lot of legalese, but it boils down to that the schools, your schools, will see a loss in property tax revenue beginning fiscal year 2027, so beginning next year, and each year moving forward. This change will be reflected in the financial forecast that will be filed in February. So right now, we need to think about those changes, and it's going to affect how all our finances go, and we're going to have to change everything. Although, in better news, from our Finance Committee meeting, we are currently trending positively compared to our October financial forecast, and for July through December for our current fiscal year, our revenues are trending $121,990 favorably compared to the forecast, and our expenditures are also trending favorably by $259,079. This is due to having good estimates in our October forecast and being conservative in those estimates. So, thank you, Julie, who trained Mr. Johnson. That was the last thing she did, was probably our October forecast.
Yes.
And that is all. Back to you, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you. Moving to 7.02, financial reports. Those financial reports are attached for your review, as well as the change order requests and the CFO report. 7.03, appropriation resolution and 412 certificate. Those are our budget for the current year. 7.04, motion to approve a new account, fund number 019, Special Cost Center 9596. This is for Avenues for Success Wilder Foundation grant. This is a grant they're receiving simply to use for after-school program club supplies. And 7.05, donations. There were 2 donations from the Bill and Dottie Wilder Foundation, $5,000 for Avenues for Success and $1,000 for the National Honor Society zoology trip. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Ms. Rarica? I'd like A motion to approve 7.01 through 7.05.
I'll motion to approve 7.01 through 7.05.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Ms. Ballard?
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mrs. Towner?
Yes.
Thank you.
Item 8, Policy Committee Report. Mr. Atwood is not present this evening, so I will turn that over to Mrs. Towner.
We do not have any policies to bring for the board's consideration this month. There will be 2 policies for consideration next month.
Thank you. That means we will not need the vote box for 8.02, so we don't have to take a vote there. Item 9, Education Committee Report. Mrs. Towner, you can take that away as well.
We're continuing with our mid-year benchmarking in the areas of early numeracy and early literacy for grades kindergarten and first. This progress monitoring data will be utilized to make data-driven decisions about instruction and small group intervention. Preschool staff members participated in communicable disease training at Hamilton County Educational Service Center. This is a required training for preschool licensing. We value our partnership with HCESC and appreciate offering this required course free of charge to partnering districts. This week, monthly special education meetings were held at Williams Avenue and Sharpsburg Elementary. We continue to discuss student needs, a continuum of services, and compliance indicators. WizKids restarted their program after break. We're grateful for the support from our neighbors at New City. National Honor Society meetings are being held with our new coordinator, Mrs. Laura King from the middle school, and our counselors. And finally, our middle school choir students enjoyed celebrating the holiday season prior to winter break by touring and performing at our elementary schools. They enjoyed sharing the holiday spirit with our younger students.
And you also have item 9.02.
And then for field trips.
Your mic's off.
The middle school is, for field trips, the middle school is visiting the Cincinnati Zoo in February. The Sharpsburg 5th grade class is visiting Green Acres in January. And the new specialized classroom is headed to Newport Aquarium Specialized classroom is headed to Newport Aquarium in February.
All right. Can we get a motion to approve item 9.02?
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All right, please call the roll.
Ms. Ballard?
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mrs. Towner?
Yes.
All right, item 10, this is our Buildings and Grounds Report with our new head, Mr. Michael Taylor.
Thank you, Madam President. I have an update from Mr. Peter. One second. Okay. Over the holiday break, we were able to replace all the rooftop air handler filters as well as clean and replace all the filters in the classroom air units. In December, the exhaust fan for the swimming pool was found not working. We were able to get the replacement motor ordered and installed over the break as well. The high school chiller has been open and clean while we are not needing cooling for the building. Unfortunately, we found broken check valves in the system that need to be replaced. Check valves keep the refrigerant flowing in one direction during operation. We are working with the vendor to get this completed. The district's annual fire department inspections took place in each building, and then there have been several plumbing issues that accumulated that we're finally able to start addressing over the last 6 weeks or so. And then we had some considerable luck retrieving a set of keys that had been flushed about 8 feet down a toilet drain line. So if you were missing a set of keys.
Oh my gosh.
So. And then it's already been read, but a day of service has been planned in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day on January 19th. Volunteers are being solicited to do grounds cleanup in and around our campus from 10 a.m. to noon. Thank you in advance to all who have planned to attend. I'd like to make a motion that we accept the information report from Mr. Peter.
I was going to say, those are supposed to be under one vote box. I don't know why there's a vote box on 10.01.
There's one there. So
We can
go on
combine
to-
them with the
okay, I'll
approval
go on
usage.
to
We don't usually.
10.02. There is no facility approval. It's need to be, so,
All right, then we don't have to vote to approve your report. You
all
gave
right,
us the
there we
report.
go.
All right. Item 11 is our ad hoc committees, and the first one on the list is 11.01, our Avenues for Success report. Mrs. Rarica.
Thank you, Madam President. Avenues for Success has been doing a family learning series. It's 3 parts. The third part is coming up January 29th. It's The Power of Play. It will be in the middle school library from 6 to 7 p.m. Childcare and dinner will be provided. Sounds like a good time to me. That is all. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Mrs. Rarica. Item 11.02, our Norwood Community Television report. Mr. Taylor.
Thank you, Madam President. I got the report from NCT, and last month we covered the choir and band concerts. We are in the middle of basketball season right now. Our club started up again last week after winter break, and they are working on a film with puppets and stop-motion animation. In December, if you're a Spectrum subscriber, you might have noticed that it was only live events. They have fixed that, everything's working, and everything's good to go now. So Norwood subscribers of Spectrum can start watching the replayed events on Channel 4. And that is all.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Next up is 11.03, and this is the Great Oaks report. Yesterday was our first meeting of the year, and it began by getting sworn in. Our oath of office was performed by Ohio State Representative Gene Schmidt from Claremont County. New committee assignments were also given out for the 2026 school year. I have been promoted to committee chair for education, program design, and evaluation. Open houses began this week for families considering Oaks for next year. Today, actually, was Scarlet and Live Oaks. Next Thursday, January 22nd, is Diamond Oaks, and the following Thursday on January 29th is for Laurel Oaks. If any of the dates don't work, or if you missed today's date for Scarlet, which is Norwood's main Oaks campus, you can still visit any of the other campuses to see program examples in action, or you can reach out to Scarlet directly to schedule a different time to visit. The Southwest region sent out the effective school board A to Z checklist. This checklist includes, but is not limited to, district goals, academic standards, fiscal responsibility, communication quality, staff relationships, student data, updated policies, participation in training opportunities, and alignment with state standards. Great Oaks continues to meet these items every year and will be recognized at the Spring Regional Conference alongside other districts who participate in submitting the checklist. This is something I would like Norwood to also participate in. We definitely meet and often exceed the expectations that are already listed, and we should be recognized for those achievements alongside our regional counterparts. For this month's Student Spotlight, Braden Plaze from Great Oaks, our firefighter EMT program, was announced as Student of the Month for that program. So we'd like to wish him a very big congratulations. And that concludes my report. Next up is item 11.04, the OSBA Liaison Legislative Report. Mrs. Rarica.
Hello, thank you, Madam President. I did speak about the legislation during finance, but I will reiterate that our update from our own OSBA spoke about House Bill 309, which expands the abilities of the County Budget Commission to charge taxes for our levies and greatly limits that with the property taxes. And that's what that talked about mostly. So back to you, Madam President.
In addition to that information from the tax perspective, this week, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce also released a model policy for artificial intelligence in education for use by local school boards, which will be required to be adopted their own version of policies by the start of next fiscal year. Under state budget, House Bill 96, school district must formally approve an AI policy by Wednesday, July 1st. The DEW's model policy was developed in collaboration with the state's AI in Education Coalition, which developed a strategy to use this technology in education. So that will be something that we'll definitely be looking into in the coming months. And that concludes the legislative report. Next up, this one will be kind of a quarterly report, but I'd like to kick it off for the first time. 11.05 is our City and District Economic Development Committee. This is a new committee that we've developed in partnership with members from City Council so that we can stay abreast of different issues and things that are going to affect both the schools and the community. For our first report, I'd like to have Mrs. Rarica give you an update on how that first meeting went.
Thank you, Madam President. Well, it was lovely. But city council members and school board members, along with some administration from both, met, and we all went over what we would like to see this committee become, and the collective reasoning was mostly, we want to be able to understand each other so that when policies come up for schools and policies come up for city, that we know where these affect each other and how we can work together, and also not do anything that might negatively affect the other one. We would really love to positively affect each other. So that is what we talked about. Thank you, Madam President.
When is your next meeting scheduled?
Ooh,
Or I guess, when is your first official meeting, since this was kind of a meet
I think they're every 3 months. So.
every 3 months? Okay, perfect. We'll look forward to the first regular update. Thank you. All right, next on the agenda is item 12. This will be approval for the future meetings and also the addition of our trainings. So the future meetings that we have listed there are our committee meeting on February 10th, which we'll hold at the Board Education Office, and our regular board meeting, which will be here in the Mini-Auditorium on February 19th. The inserted items on 12.02 are our trainings and conferences. We like to do this once a year, so that way our treasurer has the opportunity to go ahead and submit for applications and fees and things like that if they don't align with when our meetings are going to be. Those trainings include our new board member trainings, which happen in January and February, BLI, which is May 8th and 9th, the Legislative Conference, which is March 24th, the spring and fall conferences for the region, which are March 5th and October 6th, and the OSBA Capital Conference, which is November 16th through the 18th. I'd like to make a motion that we accept 12.01 and 12.02 as presented.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Ms. Ballard?
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mrs. Towner?
Yes.
All right, that moves us into item 13. This is a new agenda item. We have an executive session. In accordance with ORC 121.21G1, the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, or the investigation of charges or complaints against a public employee, official, licensed, or regulated individual. I'd like to make a motion that we go into executive session as of 6:48 p.m.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Ms. Ballard?
Yes.
Mrs. Rarica?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mrs. Towner?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. We are in executive session. I'd like to call the meeting back to order. And our last item on the agenda for this evening is adjournment. May I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.